One rapper dropped a diss track so hard it killed his Opps career, and another rapper got dissed so bad he cried in his interview. These are times rappers diss the wrong Opps. A white battle rapper shows up to an underground event, acting like he owns the streets, putting on this exaggerated tough guy persona that wasn't fooling anyone.
Other battle rappers, they talk too much, saying I can't use the N-word in this battle.
Getting too comfortable in his performance, he crossed a serious line by dropping the N-word mid-verse. His opponent, rightfully offended, wasn't about to let that disrespect slide.
I just called you.
The self-proclaimed street king got checked real quick, catching a reality check that left him dazed on stage. After getting humbled like that, the rapper ended up switching lanes completely and disappeared from the battle rap scene. Word is he switched up a genre. A hard lesson about staying in your lane and showing respect in hip-hop culture. But if getting humbled on stage was wild, wait until you see how this next one learned why you never talk about someone's daughter. Machine Gun Kelly learns the hard way that some legends in hip-hop shouldn't be tested, especially when it comes to family. The Cleveland rapper sparked controversy in 2012 when he made comments about Eminem's daughter Haley on Twitter. MGK later claimed his career suffered from the fallout, suggesting that he was being blackballed from radio play on Shade 45.
I'm my favorite rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45. I wonder.
The tension finally exploded in 2018 when Eminem addressed the situation on Not Alike. From his surprise album Kamikaze, the track pulled no punches.
If you want to come at me with a sub, Machine Gun, and I'm talking to you, but you already know who the f you are, Kelly. I don't use sublims and sure as don't sneak this, but keep commenting on my daughter Haley. I keep on telling motherfuckers.
MGK responds with Rap Devil.
I know you can't stand yourself. Trying to be the old you so bad you stand yourself. Let's leave all the beef into 50. M, you're pushing 50. Why you claiming that I'm a call Puff when you the one that called Diddy? Yeah, I'll acknowledge you're the GOAT, but I'm the gunner, bitch. I got you in the scope. Don't have a heart attack now, somebody help you mans up. Knees weak of old age. The real Slim Shady can't stand up.
Eminem's response came in the form of Kill Shot, a track that systematically picked apart MGK's career and reputation.
Yeah, I had enough money in '02 to burn it in front of you, ho. Younger me, nah, you the whack me. It's funny, but so true. I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you. Kelly, they'll be putting your name next to Ja, next to Benzino. Die, motherfucker. Like the last motherfucker saying Haley in vain. Alien brain, you Satanist. My biggest flops are your greatest hits. It's your moment. This is it. As big as you're gonna get it, so enjoy it. And to give you a career, to destroy it.
And after Killshot, MGK's energy shifted noticeably. He tried maintaining his stance by wearing Killshot merchandise and performing Rap Devil at his shows, but eventually downplayed the beef in interviews.
Killshot was a leg shot. Rap Devil, we're talking about facts. You want to talk about man buns? Answer the facts.
Now, speaking of career-ending bars from M, this next rapper thought he could double down on disrespect and caught heat from multiple directions. Lil Pump caught heat from all over the place after a series of wild decisions. First, he messed up by dropping seriously disrespectful bars aimed at the Asian community.
Smoking on dope. They call me Yao Ming, cause my eye's real low.
Now, China Mac wasn't about to let that slide and checked Pump about his offensive behavior.
You know what I'm saying? When you make these fucking Asian jokes, you pull your fucking eyes, you say all this ching-chong shit, motherfuckers feel disrespected by that. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna put some respect on my fucking culture, on my motherfucking people. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make those fucking statements without getting fucking checked. If ain't nobody else gonna say something to you, I'm gonna say something to you. So this is what the fuck you gonna do, little boy. You gonna take that fucking video to
Pump tried backpedaling when he realized he stepped out of line.
I'm sorry, and I apologize for posting that. It was not my intentions to hurt nobody or do none of that. Dead ass, cause I got Asian homies, you know. I f with everybody, I ain't got nothing against nobody. It's all love.
While China Mac accepted the apology, he kept the pressure on to make sure the message stuck.
Lil Pump came out with an apology to the people yesterday. Thank you, Lil Pump. I appreciate that. Let's respect each other's cultures, man. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Much love, bro.
But Pump didn't learn his lesson and decided to flex on Eminem of all people, talking smack on IG.
Eminem, you is lame as hell. Ain't nobody listening to your old You lame as f.
The rap game wasn't having it. Royce da 5'9" promised to humble Pump real quick, while OG Chuck D breaks down the obvious difference between M's stadium status and Pump's spot in the game. M himself would address the situation.
So finger bang, chicken wang, MGK, Iggy Zay, Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody in the game. Pick a name. I'm fed up with being humble.
Once Pump realized he was swimming with sharks, he quickly changed his tune.
I remember that.
You don't even remember that shit. I'm Pump. Yo, he bugged out. Yeah, this guy was. Like, I had him last week. I ain't telling no. He was sleeping through the fucking thing. He woke up.
Oh, man.
He said, damn, OG, man, I slept through this shit.
I even told you. I was like, my fault. I was asleep.
But if backing down from threats was embarrassing, wait until you see how this next battle rapper learned prop guns. Don't mean much in the real world. During a heated rap battle rapper Shay Ron tried to act tough by pulling out what he looked like a piece, but K-Shine, a rapper with real street credibility, wasn't buying the act. When K-Shine spotted the fake prop, he straight up slapped it out of Shay Ron's hand. Instead of taking the L gracefully, this guy kept up the disrespect, pushing K-Shine's buttons until things got physical. And speaking of fake tough guys getting exposed, this next one thought he had the drop, but ended up losing more than just the fight. Skilla proved that studio confrontations don't always go as planned when he spotted rival Atlanta rapper GMO Stax during a recording session. He thought he had the upper hand in this, but he was wrong.
Everybody in here,
When the studio owner pushed him to take the beef outside, Skilla was confident he'd come out on top. And while he managed to land that first hit, the situation quickly turned against him. The encounter's aftermath played out on social media when Stax posted a video showing off Skilla's chain as a trophy from that altercation. But if losing your chain was rough, wait until you see how this next artist tried flexing on someone that was way out of their league. Bhad Bhabie, rising from fame from a Dr. Phil appearance, stirring up controversy when she targets rapper Iggy Azalea in her music.
Don't compare me to Iggy. That old was washed, and I'm lit. Wouldn't pay her to wash up my whip.
And Iggy threw it right back on the gram. She wasn't even trying to be subtle. Everything escalated to a real-world confrontation at Cardi B's Fashion Nova event, where Bhad Bhabie tried to start something with Iggy. Not letting go, Bhad Bhabie continues taking shots at Iggy during her Australia tour, making statements to TMZ.
Shit on Instagram, so you finna say something, something's finna happen to you. And I can't get to her because I'm straight as
so it was one of those on site.
Do what I can.
So you was doing that on site, huh?
Iggy takes the high road, dismissing Bhabie's dissing with casual indifference.
Threw at you.
I hope it wasn't alcohol. She's a little kid. She can't drink, right?
What happened though? What caused that to happen?
I don't know. I think she.
Is it over? Do you have to retaliate?
I can't. She's a little kid. What would I do?
Despite Ms. Bhad Bhabie's continued attempts to provoke a response on social media, Iggy maintained her stance of not engaging with the drama.
Is Jerry Springer? What kind of whose baby is this? Dr. Phil off? Oh my God, I am a grown-up.
And speaking of misreading situations, this next rapper learned the hardest way possible why you don't disrespect the dead. A battle rapper played himself when he crossed a serious line, thinking he was about to body his opponent by disrespecting their deceased aunt during what started as a regular rap battle.
Matter of fact, I wish that bitch was still alive today, just so I could be the one to smack the life out of her. Oh, you mad? You mad?
Taking the disrespect to another level, he pulls up with a photo of the deceased family member and spits on it in front of everyone.
I wish you would get out of pocket. Matter of fact, I I even brought you her picture. And since we're rapping about, I might as well spit on the topic.
The situation goes left real quick when his op wasn't about to let that kind of disrespect slide, especially about family who'd passed on. Come on, dude. So the other guy handled it personally outside with a Glock. But if that fade was brutal, wait until you hear how this next situation shows why some beefs are bigger than just rap. FBG Duck emerges from Chi-Town's drill scene representing STLEBT, becoming entangled in one of the city's most notorious neighborhood conflicts. The beef between STLEBT and O Block 600 intensified after Duck's friend Tuka was killed at a bus stop in 2011, sparking years of retaliation. The tension escalated when Mimo 600 and King Von release Exposing Me, taking shots at fallen STLEBT members.
Your homie die. I'm smoking that. I'm tired of smelling Tuka and Lil Mark, and I'm tired of scrap.
Duck responds with a remix that deliberately named O Block's deceased members.
He got caught in traffic. Waldo ain't got to finish his status. He on the internet laughing, capping, then got caught without it. Your homie dead. You heard what I said. Sheroid, OD, D-Thang, and Tirehead.
He continued by targeting Mimo's late brother, Lil Stevie.
These niggas mentioning Tuka. I'll f around, send you to meet him. I don't got my Glock. When I see a nop on bro, I'ma beat him. I'm smoking, Lil Steve can't breathe. I'm thinking it's over. I wish I was right there when Lil Boo got slumped. I would've ran shit over. Pass him to me. We just add him to the family tree. Smacked his ass with the back of the heat. Stello got hit from the back of the seat. He tried to get up from the back of the seat. They left his head in the back of the seat.
Even as his career began taking off, Duck continued the provocative lyrics in Dead Bitch.
Boy, what block you from? Let us know so we can spin it. Made Chicago legends? Shit, that was just about business. Said I wasn't gonna diss the dead, and okay, I did it. But f T-Roy and OD, them dead bitches.
On August 4th, 2020, Duck was fatally shot while shopping in Chicago's Gold Coast area. Speaking of drill rap consequences, this next one found out why you better be ready to back up your bars in person. Sometimes in drill, running your mouth gets you caught up quick. UK drill rapper Bando Munna from Third Side learned this lesson the hard way when he decided to diss flashy M-Dub's fallen friend in a track. Now the streets have a way of settling scores, and Flashy M-Dub, along with Dolo Unchi, eventually caught up with Bando, and when confronted, Bando tried denying his identity to avoid the fade, but there was no talking his way out of this one.
Yo, you sure you're not Third Side? You not that Bando not on it? That's not true? That's not true. And do not even think about running. I'll clap you. Where am I dead? That's not true. You're not smoking? You smoking no Rob? Nah, pull up. No. And do not run. Do not run. Where the boat is, I'll clap you. Nah. Gangsta? You not that Bando not on it? You not that Bando not on it? It's Flashy and Dog. What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, Dolo, where you from? I'm from Manhattan, where? So you're not from Third Side, and you're not this Africa G's drop. You're not Africa G's drop. I'll boom you right now, bro. I'll check your face. Nah, say... Yo. I'll check your face. Nah, say you smoking J-Rip, matter of fact. Where am I dead? Say you smoking J-Rip. Nah, where the bone booming? Nah, what? Nah, don't try to walk away from the bars. You not... Matter of fact, you smoking, Rob? So you're not from Third Side? So you're not a rapper, bro? You not smoking J-Rip, bro? Nah, word of my mother, yo, do not run. Word of my dad, do not run. So you're not... Get on the bus. You drop another song, I'll violate you. Word of my dad. Word of my mother, stop playing. You're not smoking no wrong. Word of my dad. It's J-Rip, yo,
After taking a beating and trying to save face with empty threats, Bando's reputation took a serious hit. You see, in drill, your actions need to back up your bars, especially when dissing the dead. But if taking an L in person was tough, Wait until you hear how this next rapper got curved so hard. He looked desperate. Nick Cannon's attempt to step to Eminem started in '09, when Marshall drops Bagpipes from Baghdad, taking shots at Cannon's then wife, Mariah Carey.
Mariah, whatever happened to us? Why do we have to break up? All I asked for was a glass of punch. You see, I never really asked for much. I can't imagine what's going through your mind after such a nasty breakup with that Latin hunk Luis Miguel. Nick Cannon better back the f*** up. I'm not playing. I want her back, you punk.
Instead of responding immediately, Cannon waited a full decade before trying to ignite the beef in 2019, dropping The Invitation, trying to get under M's skin.
Call Kim. Somebody get Haley. And that other kid you raising, that ain't even your baby. Took a page out of Drake book. This might get a Grammy. We go back to back until you respond on the family. My baby mama killed you off a decade ago. You still crying about it now? Now who really the hoe?
Cannon then doubles down with Pray for Him.
No, you debated, hated, and viewed in America as a motherfucking drug addict. You'll never be a legend. You're a racist and a white supremacist. Still can't say the word yeah. We let you be a guest in this house. Now get to stepping.
And the silence wasn't enough for him. He dropped Used to Look Up to You, where he dissed 50 Cent as well.
If you pull up on me, then you know we clapping. I could take your bitch and put her on a mattress. Boy, you love to make love. She wanted faster. Out here tweeting like they've been a savage, riding Lil Marshall Mathers.
The response from Detroit was silent, a veteran move at the advice of 50, and this made Cannon's attempts look desperate.
Did you call Eminem and tell Eminem don't go back in Nick Cannon? Did y'all have a conversation?
I did.
What was that conversation like?
I was like, yo, ain't nothing there. Like, you know, because he'll get hyped and go, what? Like you said something like you challenging him in that way, because he comes from that format, the battle format.
But 50 didn't mind responding to Cannon in a now iconic interview.
Nick Cannon did that song, Used to Look Up to You, and he said that was about you.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you want that. I don't know if you want that problem rapping with Nick Cannon, Phil.
I would never respond to Nick Cannon. Never. Listen, look. Now look. The camera's on, right? He's legendary corny. He's been corny forever, like from the very beginning. I thought
50 didn't just stop at calling out Nick Cannon for his rap style. He would call him out on his whole rap career.
Yeah, I don't know why he's so passionate about it. Like he's, what the hell's going on? Bro, look, you suck, bro. You suck, bro. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Like, there's never a moment where you said something and we was like, ooh, bars.
And speaking of desperate moves, this next situation shows exactly why some beefs are just better left alone. Jacksonville rapper Foolio's rise from 6 Block put him in deep into one of Florida's most heated street rivalries. Growing up in the trenches of North Jacksonville and losing his father early on, Foolio was no stranger to beef from the jump. Now, the tension with Young and Ace's crew hit different when Foolio's cousin Zion Brown got killed. Their back and forth in the booth took beef to another level, with Young and Ace dropping Who I Smoke.
Who I Smoke, Bibby. Who I Smoke, Techie. Who I Smoke, Lil 9.
Foolio came back harder with When I See You, taking shots at how Ace lost his brother and 2 friends in a drive-by on his brother's birthday.
Ace from the West, how he clicked up with the East Side. He ain't been the same since he's seen the other 3 die. Bitch, I'm 2-3 high. Bitch, say you goodbye. Gave that boy the business, like a suit and a bow tie. Like them boys block up, like the 4th of July. They got caught lacking, the whole world wanna know why. Went out to eat on his birthday, 4 shot, 3 dead in the worst way. He kept dissing on me. Now we smoking 23.
Taking it further, Foolio drops list of dead ops, naming names.
Let's talk about dead ops. I got a list. Name one by one. They all got blitzed. I need y'all to listen and pay attention. I'm tired of the acting. I'm tired of the gimmicks. 5 got hit in the head. He tried to swim at the pool. Big Baby got caught in the morning at the bus. Was going to school. Guana died in the suburbs. Remember that? It hit the news. Top got hit in his top. Damn, he should have had a tool. Casosa, that boy was a fighter, but he got lit like a lighter.
The streets responded quick. After surviving 100 shots outside a studio, Foolio went live to taunt his opponents.
400 shots, though. You know they sick right now. Whoever did it, they sick. One 2 choppers, 1 me. I'm blowing back. I'm trading. They must have thought I was lacking for sure.
Later, he caught another attempt at a gas station that left him with a foot injury.
whole clip on my dad. Stop playing with me, nigga. And I didn't get hit. I got grazed in the leg. Stop playing. On trading. I got my whole clip. Stop playing.
The final chapter came down on his birthday in Tampa, when Opps catch him at a Holiday Inn after his party got shut down. The aftermath sparked more violence, with Young and Ace seemingly addressing the situation in tracks like Do It.
Every car I'm in, these just tinted, stolen at rentals with choppers and killers in it. Catch his ass and do his ass, you know he finished. Flip his ass and smoke his ass, we stand on business. All my niggas get active, jump in a car, we out in traffic.
And game over.
5 in the morning, I got a call. What is this? Dead on the floor. Dead on arrival, Mr. 6. I'm steady screaming out, F the law, and F the 6. 4 in the car and 1 of them dead. 3 got hit. I told them because they don't want no war with this shit.
Fulio's story shows how rap beef in Jacksonville isn't about just music. We got street politics taking deadly turns real quick. But if catching shots was wild, wait until you see how this next industry exec ended up crying on camera 20 years after starting trouble. Sometimes throwing shade comes right back to bite you, and nobody learned that harder than Benzino. Back in 2002, while running The Source magazine, Benzino tried to play M by hitting the Eminem show with a 4.5 rating. But this small flex turned into a whole mess when Benzino stepped into the booth and dropped Pull Your Skirt Up in 2003.
Let me start from the beginning. You ain't repping the streets. You from the outskirts of Detroit, where bitches meet. I'm gonna pull your skirt up, expose your true sex, antagonize your label, till I get my respect.
M claps back with straight heat on Haley's revenge, and honestly, it wasn't even fair.
And Benzino, you ain't shit but a bitch. An old, ignorant, innocent-looking senior citizen built up, slap you like Grimace, all sensitive. Wait a minute, hold on. Is it me, or did he look like a banana with braids and clothes on? A bitch-made man. Now how you gonna connect with them short arms like a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
The beef cooled off for a minute, but M wasn't done because in January 2024, he comes through with Doomsday Part 2 and goes for the jugular about Benzino's money problems.
What's the opposite of Benzino? A giraffe. Go at his neck. How the f is that? How can I go at something he doesn't have? Arms so short he can't even touch his hands when they're above his head doing jumping jacks. Sorry, I don't mean to upset you, Ben, when I talk about all the debt you in.
When Benzino hits up Drink Champs, everyone saw how deep these bars cut.
It's over hip-hop. Like, hip-hop is who we are. He can't come in and invade hip-hop in Rosenberg and make trillions of dollars. This didn't even go to Nipsey's funeral, bro. If he's so fucking hip-hop, why? How come he ain't blocked 10 blocks in motherfucking Detroit and give it to the homeless black people? Man, f Eminem, bro. They trying to kill me right now, bro, because of this shit I'm saying, because it's deep, bro.
He started off tough.
Eminem or Machine Gun Kelly?
Eminem, bro.
So which
Eminem,
so
bro.
Which one?
Neither. Both of them, bro. Cassidy will kill Eminem in a battle rap, bro. Why do y'all give Eminem so much props? Why? Why do y'all like Eminem? Because he's white? Is that it? What do you mean? Nah, like, what? Fuck that.
But 20 years of taking L's will just break you down.
I don't got nothing against Eminem. I got nothing against Eminem. Eminem can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want. For 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The f you want me to do?
Speaking of getting humbled publicly, this next one learns why you don't compare yourself to legends. Sometimes you need to know your lane, and French Montana learned this lesson the hard way in April 2020. It starts off with French going on Twitter with a bold claim saying he could go hit for hit with Kendrick Lamar. While the internet was already roasting French for that take, Young Thug decides to check French himself, feeling like someone needed to address this level of disrespect.
Stupid ass more hits than Kendrick Lamar.
Instead of backing down, French goes to flip the script on Thug by bringing up how Thug wore a dress in his No Stylist video.
Hey Thug, man, thank you for wearing that skirt for me on No Stylist, you heard? Hold a cap. Hold a cap. Shoot up.
At first, Thug's pretty civil, suggesting French was just in his feelings.
French Montana.
Chin.
Listen, bro. Get out of your feelings. I'm only speaking from an artist standpoint. You do not have nowhere near more hits than Kendrick Lamar whatsoever. You probably won't ever have more hits than Buddy. So, get that out of your head. I don't know what you're taking, but get that out of your head.
But French didn't take the hint. He doubles down, posting a picture of Thug wearing a skirt, thinking this is somehow going to help his case. And that's when Thug decides to show French exactly what kind of power he was playing with. In a move that shifted beef from social media to reality, Thug posts a video of himself outside one of French's former properties, sending a clear message about his reach. That reality check must have hit him because French was quick to tell Fat Joe how everything got squashed a few days later.
The miscommunication about something. And as far as the Kendrick thing, I guess Hot 97.
But if getting checked over social media was bad, watch how this next rapper had a whole veteran run into Twitter with fake stories. Now sometimes veterans in the game need a reminder that the new generation ain't the ones to be played with. The game learned that lesson when he decides to jump into Lil Durk's beef with Tyga. Thinking he could dismiss an up-and-coming Chicago star, Game jumped on Tyga's Chirac to LA with some dismissive bars.
Tyga hit me like Durk dissing. Durk, Nowitzki, Durk who never heard of these.
The Game found out quick that trying to sun someone who was already making major moves in Chicago wasn't the smartest play. And when their paths crossed at an LA club, Durk wasn't interested in hearing any excuses about the Game not knowing who he was. The tension was real, and everyone in the spot could tell Durk and his people weren't backing down from anything.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's come on,
The next day, the Game hits Twitter claiming the beef was squashed, with Durk backing up the peace treaty. But the Game couldn't help it and flip the script. In a later interview, he tried painting a different picture, claiming he was the one who found Durk and curved him because of his size.
Called me last night.
Okay.
He would call me the day before originally, upset on my phone, right? Talked to him, we had a conversation. He called me last night.
I'm gonna tell you what he said.
And the first thing out his mouth was, I apologize.
Durk kept it straight up, taking to Twitter to expose the Cap and Game story with simple facts.
He found me. The fuck?
And made it clear that he wasn't about that.
Glad I'm not a Twitter gangsta life.
Speaking of veterans catching L's here, this next situation shows why even the biggest names need to watch their mouth. The 2007 beef between 50 Cent and Lil Wayne showed how even the biggest names in hip-hop can get caught up in some unnecessary drama. It starts with 50 calling out Wayne during a Funkmaster Flex interview.
I feel like a whore sleeps with whoever will pay him.
Okay.
So we gotta call him. If you'll just go with whoever will pay you to be on the record.
Setting the tone today.
The tension escalates through music, with 50 dropping Part-Time Lover.
You make me want to kiss you, like Baby kiss Wayne. And make you call me Daddy, like Baby do Wayne. Damn, that sounds gay, it's insane. I guess that's the price the little pays for fame.
Wayne initially took the high road, showing respect for 50's status in the game, but the peace didn't last long. Wayne hits back with Louisianimal.
Call me Louisiana Carter. I go harder, all about the dollar. 2 quarters. I pour syrup in that vitamin water. I hope you ugly, and tonight will be gorgeous.
So 50 responds with Love Hate Love.
Acting like a white boy bored, trying to jump stairs on a skateboard? But why the f*** your van so tight? You trying to show me your alternative life? You said you was gonna see me when your homie got shot. It's been a while, I guess you forgot. Once again you forgot, ain't that some shit? You forgot about me. I wrote your hits. You know how we do, hate it or love it.
The beef finally cooled down in 2012 when 50 showed concern after Wayne's seizure. Both artists maintained their success throughout the beef, proving sometimes that these conflicts don't need a clear winner. Now, if this beef could end with mutual respect, wait until you hear how this next one gets destroyed from the inside out over money. Sometimes the smartest move you can do is walk away, but NWA learned the hard way after Ice Cube left in '89. When Cube split over money problems with Jerry Heller and Eazy-E's Ruthless Records, NWA started taking shots on 100 Miles and Running.
Started with 5 and one couldn't take it. So now there's 4 cause the 5th couldn't make it.
They kept pushing with real and even made a whole skit called Message to BA, calling Cube a traitor. At first, Cube just threw a quick jab back on jacking for beats.
And if I jack you and you keep coming, I'll have you marks 100 miles and running.
But when they called him out by his real name O'Shea on Always Into Something, Cube decided to end it all. He dropped No Vaseline. And it wasn't just a diss track. It was a career killer.
Cause you can't be the for life crew with a white Jew telling you what to do. Now you must be a snitch. Throw a house in a ditch. Half pint in your homeboys, you little maggot. Eazy-E turned with Jerry Heller, MC Ren, Dr. Dre, and Yella. But if they were smart as me, Eazy-E would be hanging from a tree.
That track hit so hard that NWA never even talked about it with him afterward. Cube had exposed everything, from their money problems with Jerry Heller to their changing image. The group was already falling apart, and No Vaseline was the final push. Not long after, NWA breaks up over the same money issues that made Cube leave in the first place. And speaking of career-ending diss tracks, this beef will show how one comparison sparked a war that's still burning today. The heated clash between Kendrick Lamar and Drake kicked off in the most unexpected way, through J. Cole trying to put them all on the same level in hip-hop.
Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey, or me? We the big three like we started a league, but right now, I feel like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Kendrick wasn't feeling that comparison, and made that clear real quick on Like That, taking shots at Drake's catalog.
Motherfuck the big three, nah, it's just big me. And your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack. Bum for all your dogs getting buried. That's the K with all these nines. He gonna see Pet Cemetery.
The beef takes a sharp turn when Kendrick drops Euphoria, calling out Drake's authenticity and touching on personal matters.
How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel like you're black enough? That's how I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that.
Things got real serious with Meet the Grams, where Kendrick started throwing heavy accusations about Drake's circle.
Don't be ashamed about who you with. That's how he treats your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again. Be sure. He got offenders on HOVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's like him lurking. Rap battle. He should so all these women can live with a purpose.
Kendrick kept the pressure on with Not Like Us, taking aim at Drake's whole team.
They tell me Chubb's the only one that gets you hand-me-downs. And Party at the party, playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why he around? Certified lover boy, certified files.
Drake tried to flip the script with Heart Part 6, suggesting Kendrick fell for planted info.
You waited for this moment, overcome with desperation. We plotted for a week, and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or destination, but you so thirsty, you're not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio. It's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact-check things, and be less impatient.
His defense came off shaky when he dropped.
I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this is the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the you just suggested.
Kendrick made it clear on his latest album, Gen X, that this beef ain't dying down anytime soon, spitting on Whacked Out Mural.
I never pieced it up, that shit don't fit well with me. Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me.